today's live stream. My name is Uzair, and is it 21st of Feb? Yes, it is 21st of Feb 2023, 3 p.m. in the afternoon in the UK. Every Tuesday and Friday at this time and place, I go live, cover topics such as YouTube, Google Ads, anything and everything with online digital marketing to help you create leads for yourself and for your business. So the four sessions are very informal and friendly. So if you are new here, I'll try my best to answer any questions which have been sent across, and there have been some lovely questions this week I've got for you, and I'll try my best to answer them for you. If you're watching this live, put in your question around this video, either in the comment, description box, or wherever you're watching. And towards the end of the session, I will go through them in the order I received them. So let me just make sure everything is working fine, which I believe it is. Perfect. That's all we need to do. I'll make sure I switch off all my distractions like Slack and Basecamp and all of that. All right. So we're all ready to go. I will sort out my all my millions of windows which are open always on my screen and get it going. Where is my screen share? Okay. Perfect. Almost there. And you should be able to see my screen. So if you have any questions, put them on our YouTube channel or in our Facebook group, and I'll be there. If you haven't done so yet, then I would really appreciate if you like, share, or subscribe to let the YouTube and the Google gods know that the content which we put up is being liked by you. We also offer a free at Google Ads audit of your account if you need any help to improve your campaigns. Um, Give me a shout through my website. Set up a time. We'll go through it within 30 minutes. It's all free. Usually we charge it, but the only caveat is that we are able to use the recording for our social media. Okay, so let's get started. Question number one. So now the question is how much percent one should aim for the pricing, and I believe this is about how much you should charge for your fees for running Google Ads. Either as a freelancer, as an agency. Um, this is a very it's an important question to answer because I don't know your lifestyle. I don't know how much you need to live or, or survive. Your expenses might be completely different to my one. You may like a Lamborghini, I may like a small car. So it's really important for someone from the outside to tell you how much you should be pricing yourself. As long as you are covering all your expenses, making a decent profit, maintaining your lifestyle, able to pay your bills, mortgage, rent, or whatever, support your family, all these things you have to take into account. So the way I would start looking at it is write down all your expenses, how much it costs you to breathe, basically. Then it's okay, this is my minimum I need to survive. Okay, I've got so many hours in the week or in a month. You divide. a number. Then you add literally double or triple it because you're not going to sell each and every hour. So I would triple that number, and then you'll find that you want to run with that number. So it's impossible. Everybody is different. And this is why you will find freelancers in Philippines, India, Pakistan are able to live happily and comfortably on $10 an hour, but $10 an hour in the UK or in the US won't get you far because the taxation is different. Things are a lot more expensive over here and so on. The cost of living is way expensive over here compared to the Far East or Asia or Africa. So depends on where you are as well. So it's impossible for me to answer that question. And just work out your costings and then you know go from there. All right. I'm Manoj. Should we run those campaigns at the same time with different target CPA? So I think you were talking about split testing these campaigns. Should be running them at the same time. So if you've got a campaign which is running well, and let's say you're getting a CPA of $10 per lead, and you want to experiment a bit more, then what I would do is set up a campaign, make a new one, or make multiple campaigns. Set up a target CP of 12, 14, or 6 or 8, multiple campaigns running at the same time, and then see which one is getting the best results, and also which one is able to scale at the best price. So yes, you can run at different target CPAs, or you can create an experiment as well and see how it goes. All right, I'll try and enlarge this a bit so you guys can see it a bit better. I think that's a bit better. Okay. All right, please guide me. If my business is related to packers and movers, all right, and someone searches for another company, so like your competitor, name like Arc Packers and Movers, or BRC Packers and Movers, or CRC Packers and Movers, all right, and my ad shows to him. Should I mark these search terms as negative or not? They are searching with another company name, but my business is also related to those search terms. I'm confused because I think if they are searching for a direct company name, or might be these people were customers of these companies that are also related to my business, then they will call me and not them. Yeah. All right. So you're talking about targeting your competitors. Should I target my competitors or not? That's your question. In some industries, it works really well. You pinch away and steal your competitors' traffic ethically and legally. Excuse me, I've got a really sore throat today. And in some industries, it doesn't work very well. So, for example, first of all, if your ad is showing for your competitors' search terms, that means you are bidding on their name. If you don't want that to happen, then you don't bid on their names or add those competitor terms as negative keywords, first off. Secondly, start one campaign completely separately from your other campaigns, your main core non-branded search terms or brand. Set up a separate campaign for your competitors, allocate a separate budget so that it doesn't eat up into your good campaigns or your main campaign, and then see what's happening and what's not happening. If you are getting conversions and you are getting them at a good price, let it run or scale it up. If you find that you're getting irrelevant calls like, "Oh, where are my goods? Why Hasn't the service person or the repair person who was supposed to come to fix my boiler or whatever, or was supposed to pick up my goods, hasn't turned up because they're inquiring from that company, right? And you're getting the calls. So then you start excluding those as negative keywords. So there's no one answer fit all. Run it, test it. If it works, keep on running it, and keep on scaling. If it doesn't work, add them as negatives. How to prevent website name in my call only ads headline. First of all, why do you want to prevent your name of your website coming up on your in the headline? The headline is the business name in the call only ads, so Google will display it. And first of all, I don't understand why do you want to prevent that at all. So just let it run. People will call you. They want to see the name and the website. So I'm not sure if you're talking about the website URL or the website name. That's I'm not sure about. But the name, the business name will come on the call ads. Okay. How can we find high volume keywords apart from Keyword Planner? Any free recommended tools out there? Mm, well, Google Keyword Planner is the free one. This is what we use for all our keyword research. Um, let's go to Google and see what we get. You want free keyword planning tool, right? Free keyword research tool. Just go to Google. We got more Samurai. These are all paid. WordStream, Hrefs. So Samurai, Href, they do also have a free version as well. Word Tracker, Keyword Tool IO. So there's loads here. Just go through them and see which one is the right one for you. It's fairly straightforward. Uh, to do keyword research, Google Keyword Planner is where you will find all the keywords you need, high or low volume keywords. So you don't need to rack your brains trying to find other keyword planning tools because most of the data or all the data is coming from Google anyway. All right. How to find my first Google Ads client? Please answer. I'll be very good, thankful to you. So first of all, well done on venturing down the digital marketing route, looking for clients. It is a very tough road to be on when you don't have any clients. You want to show the world that you can deliver them the goods and the results, right? So you've got to convince them. And it's all about convincing someone. You got to knock on doors. You need to ask people 100 times, and maybe one or two are going to say yes. So be prepared for the no's. Don't get disheartened. Don't give up too easily, and don't get discouraged. So that's the first thing. You got to really focus. You know, that I am going to get my first client, and then next 10 clients, and so on. The next few weeks or months. So the best way I would go about is obviously, and I've seen this many marketers doing this because what they do is they go onto LinkedIn and start communicating, commenting, putting a post on their own profile and also on other people's comment. Get noticed by somebody like myself. Put something engaging that okay, this guy knows his stuff. He is saying things differently than most people. It doesn't cost you any money. It's only going to cost you time. And if you don't have any clients right now, I guess you don't want to spend money on running ads. So running ads is the next thing which I would say, run up a campaign that I can help you generate more leads or sales on Google Ads and so on. If you don't have the cash to spend on running the campaigns, then go on LinkedIn, Twitter, put yourself out as an expert in your niche. Somebody is going to notice you, and then they're going to message you, and they're going to knock on your door. Hey, we have somebody, we've got some jobs for somebody like you. Would you be interested? But you need to show me somebody like me who hire people like yourselves, right? Don't just send me an email. Oh, please hire me. I get these every day. I can't hire everybody, everyone who sends me an email. I need to know who you are, what you do, and why should I hire you? You got to be different than the rest. So that's what you need to do is to start on social media or go on your local community, knock on doors, go to restaurants, go to shops, ask them, look, I'm going to help you generate more leads online or get more sales online and see what happens. But until you don't try, you will never know. Do 100 and see what happens. Until you don't go out and knock on doors, you'll never know. And you'll never find your first client anyway. All right. So if you have any questions, please put them in the comment box around this video, and I'll tend to them towards the end. I can see a couple of them pinging in from Ishwarya and Billionaire Luxury Lifestyle. Ooh, I like your YouTube channel name. Hmm. Go for the B with the billionaire with the B. Yeah, I like that. All right. Do you prefer to add ad extension at ad group level or at the campaign level? It depends how the account is structured. Yeah. If it's a fairly straightforward small website, then at account level is fine. But if it's a very big website with lots of different categories, so let's say you're selling mobile phones, TVs, refrigerators, sofas, and watches, and so on, then for each of the category um, products, you ought to have a different one because for mobile phones, you want the extensions to be like iPhones, Samsung, Google, and so on, and not furniture or watches and things like that. So depends on how the account is and how it is being structured. All right. Can anyone please answer that the leads I'm getting from my Google search ads are of third class quality? What do I do to improve it? So you're not getting good quality leads. So a couple of things you can do. First of all, check your keywords. Are those keywords got intent in it or not? If not, change the keywords. Then check your ads. What does your ad say? Does it offer what you are promising on your landing page or not? Right. And the third thing is the form on your landing page. So you can qualify or disqualify just by somebody filling in a form. So if you're just taking name and email, then everybody can fill it in and you might not get the relevant email. But if you want a qualified lead or a good quality lead, then let's say for myself, if I'm uh, running a campaign, I can ask something like, how long you've been running Google Ads? How many conversions you had in the last 30 days? Is your conversion tracking working? How much are you spending? And things like that. Just by looking at that reply, I'll know, oh, what is your website address? Because if I click on their website and it's a really lousy website, not a good one, or if the website is down, that means, well, if the website is down, they can't run Google Ads. I'm not going to waste my time trying to sell Google Ads to them. So I would, yeah, absolutely send them an email with an apology that I'm sorry, at the present moment, we can't help you with your requirements. So change the quite number of questions on the form. That's the quickest and the easiest way to improve the quality of the lead generated. Is there a formula for calculating the max CPC? Yes, there is, and there is a video coming up very soon in one of these live streams where I will be are talking about how to work out the maximum CPC profitably, because then you'll be able to work that one out. Okay, my client doesn't want to add billing in their Google Ad account. Why? Okay. Client's ready to pay me the ad spend and wants me to run ad from my account. How do I do that? Is there a legal way to do it? I'm from Bangladesh, my client's in Canada. I've created the website and I have Google Analytics and Search Console access. Well, Search Console has got nothing to do with ads, and obviously analytics you can link to Google Ads, but this issue about the billing is kind of like puzzling me. Why would client want to do that? Unless there's something dodgy going on and they don't want to be associated with it. So when the suspension happens, it happens on you and not to them. If personally I don't, and we as an agency never take on clients like these, we will say it's your billing, it's your account, you look after billing. Something goes wrong, let's say you overspend the money and the client says, I'm not going to pay you, then you will have to end up paying to Google out of your own pocket. So my sincere advice would be say thanks, but no thanks to them. I'm looking for a way to streamline the process of setting up conversion tracking for clients. Any recommendations for me? I'm a Google MCC, and some clients have their own analytics and tag manager, and some don't. So if some don't, then you start up a new analytics or GA4 now and tag manager and make them the admin as well if you want to. MCC has got nothing to do with conversion tracking. It's just your MCC account. Um, I don't know what the call to action is. What is the conversion on your website? So I can't tell you what I should recommend you. Do you have live chat? Do you have WhatsApp on your site? Are you selling online? Are you generating leads? Or you've got a form on there? So whatever the call to action you want them to take on that website needs to be tracked. And you can track it through Google Ads and through the conversion tracking setup. And obviously you can use Tag Manager to help you maintain and manage all the tags properly. Okay, so I think we have reached one more question, and then I'm going to go to the questions during this call. Okay, how are you? Okay, so doing good. I'm well as well. Um, I need your help. I'm running call ad campaigns with Google Ads. Okay, in my Google account, data shows 4 calls, but there is no call received. So it's saying phone calls. I think what you are looking at, Mia, is you're looking at the phone calls. Um, so when the call happens, it's a two-step process. The first click is charged by Google, right? But it's not the actual call. That click will open up the dialer on the phone. When they click on the dialer, that's when the call happens. So the way to track that is to set up a conversion tracking for phone calls. Minimum of some companies do 20 seconds, some company does 3 minutes. Depends on how much information you need from that caller to qualify them as a conversion. So usually around 30 seconds or so, at, you know that somebody is having a meaningful conversation with you. It's not just a wrong number or an irrelevant number or somebody looking for some other company. They are talking to you and your company. So set up a conversion tracking for a phone call with more than 30 seconds, 60 seconds, and so on. And then you look at the conversion column and not the phone call column. Okay, so let's go to the questions. Mm-mm. So there's one question which is from Ishwarya. Could you please send it again? Um, because I can't bring it up on the screen for some reason. All right. Privacy policy page is required on landing pages running Google Ads for pet clinics. Privacy policy page is required for any campaigns running on Google Ads. So you have to have your privacy terms of use and all of these pages on your website or landing page. If you are in e-commerce, refund, shipping, all of these are very important. Otherwise, products, your merchants and products and so on. Some of the experts have opinion about the performance max can't be reliable. If Pmax failed, what you suggest to do next? Performance max is kind of like love-hate relationship with marketeers. In some accounts, it works wonderfully well. In some, it doesn't. So what I would recommend you do is, if you don't have enough budget, I would stay away from them. It needs a lot of budget, first of all, because it's going to so many different networks, search, display, video, and so on. Set them up separately, ma- maintain that control until a time where PMAX starts to give us a lot more data. So I would stay away from PMAX. If you already tried and failed and spent a lot of money and you feel that you've not got the best bang for your buck, then run search, display, video separately. Okay. Hello back, Zuma. All right. Should I run phone call campaign for pet clinic or put call now button on landing page? What works better? Again, both. I would put the call now button on the website as well, on the landing page. Obviously, the mobile version should have that call button on there, and the phone call for absolutely phone campaign as well. Because sometimes if a pet has been injured or not well, and a pet owner or the pet mommy or daddy are panicking, then I think they're more likely to use their phone and find a vet or a pet clinic like you to call them. They don't want to fill in a form at that point in time for somebody to call them back. They just want to speak to somebody. So I would say do both. And especially on the website, a live chat or a WhatsApp call, a phone call, whatever it is, put as many options as possible and track each and every one of them so that you don't leak away the conversions. Okay, you're most welcome, Asim. Okay, last one. I've got to hop on another call in a minute. How to stop overspending issue? What things have I to take care of? Well, if you have a budget, monthly budget, and Google overspends, then they will um, refund you or won't charge you for that. So you don't need to worry about it. But if it overspends on a day or two, then yes, you can't do much about it because what happens is Google thinks that the likelihood of getting more conversions is greater at this time or with this audience, and they're going to push it more and more to get you those conversions. But overall, over the month, you will find that whatever you budgeted is what you will end up paying. Okay, brilliant. Yeah, that's the same question. So all you do is just set up your daily budget and keep an eye on it, and 90% of the time you'll find that it's ticking along at a nice rate. Client gave you $2,000 budget for a month, but it's overspent to 2,500. Did you change the budget during the month or not? I'm not sure. So have a look at that. I've got to shoot off because I've got another call to hop on. So if you got any further questions and you enjoyed this, then please do like and subscribe, and also join me again on Friday when we have catch up on some more Google Ads. Until then, have a great week and bye for now.